cerebrum. You have 5 lobes. Remember the bones?
Yes.
Frontal bones, frontal lobe. Parietal bones, parietal lobes. Occipital lobe back here. You have on either side, you have a temporal lobe. And then you have the one hidden lobe. The 5th lobe is internal. It's this little clam-like thing, and that's called the insula.
Insula.
Yeah, it's
And that's-
insulated or inside.
And that's the only model that's on, I think, right?
Well, only the ones that have the top that comes off. We have a few of them. That one, it comes off like that. There's a few of them that have it
Okay.
where you can actually reveal it.
Insula's inside.
Yeah, the insula is inside. Okay. Now, the different lobes have different sulci to separate them. Okay. The really most important one is this sulci here, which is the central sulci. And the central sulci is going to separate the frontal from the parietal. And the reason I say it's most important is because right in front of the central sulci, this gyri right in front of it, anterior to it, is the somatic sensory. Okay. Primary somatosensory cortex. Let me get the whole word there so you have it. And then,
In front or
I mean,
behind?
in front is the motor,
Motor.
behind is the sensory.
Okay.
Sorry, you're right.
Posterior is
Sensory is behind, the motor's in front. So think M comes before S in the alphabet,
Okay.
motor before somatosensory.
motor anterior.
Good job.
Sensory
Okay.
posterior.
Okay.
That is good, yeah.
Good thing you caught me.
PS.
That's fine.
Posterior sensory.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's,
whatever you need to, to make it work, however it works. And those are both on either side of that central sulci.
On both sides of the hemispheres?
Yes, you have it on both sides. There's only one's really showing. Now, there's a few other sulci in here. The parieto-occipital sulci, which is not real obvious on the model, but it would separate, sort of like where this crack is right here, separate the parietals from the occipital. Okay. And then your lateral sulci, which is going to separate the parietals from the temporal. So that's this crack right there.
Okay.
Okay. Then, let's see, what's next? Diencephalon, we're not going to look at now. Okay, your olfactory bulbs, since we're looking at the olfactory bulbs are at the end of the olfactory nerves. These whole things are the nerves. The bulbs are a little bigger.
And this is the frontal lobe?
Yep, this is the front, this is way. Think about olfaction as smell. So your nose is right below the front of your brain, okay? And that, if you stuck your, I don't want to put that on tape.
I mean, I don't know to see that, that's
Wait,
all.
now that you're taping
be
that,
on
I'm not
YouTube.
gonna stick that. If you stuck your fingers up your nose.
No.
So right above is where the olfactory bulbs will be, right at the, and then the olfactory nerve will come from those and go back. Now, here, this is what's called the optic chiasm, which you can see better if you look at the picture in your book of the nerves. Right behind it, these are the optic nerves, right here. They'll go to your eyes, but they cross over because your sense of the way your brain works is what you take in on the right crosses over to the left. So these will cross and actually form an X like that, where the 2 optic nerves cross over, and that cross is called the chiasm, the optic chiasm. Okay. If you look in your book, we'll look at it later, the nerves, you can actually see it better on the underside of the nerves because it's removed the
And
other
it
things
crosses at the optic canal.
right there at the optic nerves. They're
Optic
crossing
nerves.
over. Yeah, where the optic nerves cross is the optic chiasm,
Okay.
and it forms that X. All right, we gotta look at your book.